What? Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show.
Baby, I got your money.
You're now tuned into the financial motivator himself, Ash Cash, Mr. Mind Right, Money Right. Money Right. Money Right.
Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Spoiled Brat, Bostic, what up? Fox B, 1908, appreciate the badge, love. Yo, look, Bay Area's, salute to my West Coast people, though. Let me stop playing. P-Dub, what up? Blessings 3D, what up? Hey, yo, salute to my West Coast people. Yo, my West Coast people, y'all gotta know it's 5 a.m. And so they wake up bright and early to come get this work. Courtney Miller, what up? So salute to everybody else, because it's tough on the East as well. You know what I'm saying? It's tough on the East as well. So I ain't trying to 8 a.m. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't even gonna say a lot of y'all. 8 a.m. for me. Today was tough. You know what I'm saying? Today was tough, especially if you have a week that's filled with stuff. It gets tougher and tougher. You know what I'm saying? Look, salute Fox. Yo, Foxy B says been up since 4 a.m. waiting on you. Salute. Change to 8:30 to 9:30. Now that'd throw off everything if I did that. BX is in the building. What up? 9:30. All right. Fast out the Chicago 7:30. I see y'all. I'd throw off everything. I couldn't do that. That's not gonna work. But all right, let's talk today. I want to talk about imagination. Bam, top of the top. God's morning. Good morning. Let me try this Facebook thing for a sec. Salute. So facts. Salute. I appreciate y'all. So we want to talk about using your imagination. I want to read this quote. From Abraham Hicks. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. I want to read this quote from Abraham Hicks that I saved. And I thought it was really powerful. Hopefully I can find it real quick because I hate being put on the spot. But I saved it and I was like, oh, this is powerful. And I want you to catch this message though today. Right? I want you to catch this message about imagination. Where is it? No. Let me see. I gotta find it though. I gotta find it because it was a great one. Let me see. Abraham Hicks. Damn, what day? I think it was Tuesday. Man, if there's anything I cannot be, do, or have, and I have a huge non-physical staff. No, that's not the one. Let me see if this one's one. If you need me in assistance, your eyes is not upon the trouble. Okay, there we go. No, wait, that's quite different. When you're looking at the solution, you're feeling positive emotion. But when you're looking at a problem, you're feeling a negative emotion. No, that's not the one. Let me find it, y'all. Bear with me for 1 second because I need this is so important. I needed to set up what I'm about to talk to y'all about. I need to set up. Oh, there we go. I think this is right here. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Y'all ready? So, here's a quote. Right. Oh, yo, that book. So anybody who's reading the book, September's book of the month is "There is a spiritual problem to every solution." When I tell you, yo, respect due to you says loving the book by Dyer. That book is, oh man, I read a lot of Wayne Dyer stuff. That book is different. That book is so different. But the quote that I wanted to read y'all says, the universe does not know or care whether the vibration that you're offering is in response to something you are living right now and observing, or in response to something you are imagining. In either case, the universe accepts it as your point of attraction and matches it. I'm going to say that again. The universe does not know or care. The universe does not know or care whether the vibration that you're offering is in response to something you are living right now and observing, or in response to something you are imagining. In either case, the universe accepts it as a point of attraction and matches it. I need you to understand. I need you to understand the power of visualization. I need you to understand that ASAP. Um, a lot of people always wonder how people could be in a bad environment, but still are able to make it out on top. Ramaya Trash, appreciate the badge love. All right. It's from Abraham Hicks. The quote is from Abraham Hicks. And I'll read it one more time. It says, the universe does not know or care whether the vibration that you're offering is in response to something you are living right now or observing, or in response to something you are imagining. In either case, the universe accepts it as your point of attraction and matches it. Right? And I need you to understand that. I need you to understand the importance of visualization. I have gotten a lot of, and it's not even about things, even positions, like even jobs, or even connecting with certain people. Like visualization will have you like living the exact life that you desire, like living in a real time. Because again, the universe doesn't know the difference, right? So like you know how, like, if you're about to meet somebody and that level of anticipation that you're about to meet them, it doesn't matter. Like if you include it in your vibration, right? If you include it in your vibration, then it's gonna be yours. If you're afraid of something, and you don't even have to be afraid of it in real life. And that's the thing about the law. It works in both ways. You know what I'm saying? It works in both ways. If you're afraid of something, you don't even got to be afraid of it in real life. If you're afraid of that thing, Eddie, thank you for the badge love. If you're afraid of that thing, right? It's and you include it in your vibration, it will be yours. If you're excited about a thing, you know how many times that I was excited about something that wasn't necessarily mine just yet, and then it just popped up, right? Once you use your imagination, once you use your mind, once you use the visualization, you'll be able to create anything. And so this is not like woo, this is science actually though. This is actually science though. This is scientifically proven over and over and over again. So it's science. It's not even, I'm not even, this is not a theory to me. This is not like I'm not making this up. This is not a theory that I'm saying, no, I'm telling you, just try it. This is actually science. Like this is actually stuff that you could do in a lab. Let's go.
You are are now listening to MindRightRadio.com, the only place to get inspiration and motivation all day, every day.
If you expect to achieve your goals, if you expect to reach your potential, if you expect to have your dreams come true, what I'm about to explain to you is mission critical. You must become a master at visualization. For those of you that are like, what the heck is she talking about? I did not sign up for some sort of meditation, woo-woo, spiritual thing here. Don't worry, this is Mel Robbins. There's always science and research involved in everything that I talk about. So visualization is a extraordinarily powerful skill. You may have heard of the law of attraction. You may have heard of the word visualization. You may have heard of the word manifesting. I call it seeing signs. Your brain has a system in it. Here's the technical term. It's called the reticular activating system. It is a network of neurons all up in here. And what is the job of the reticular activating system? It is a filter system. It's basically a system that allows certain information in your brain and it blocks out other information. And guess who programmed that filter? You did. And so did the people from your past. And so if you constantly feel like you're unlovable, guess what? Your reticular activating system is going through the day and it is going to point out every single piece of evidence that confirms that negative belief that you have. If you think that people don't like you at work, the reticular activating system, the filter, it is literally going to be looking for evidence to confirm that belief all day long. This is one of the reasons why we have such a problem with politics in this country. This is why there's something called a confirmation bias. Confirmation bias means your mind loves to read things that you agree with, because reading things that you agree with confirms your filter. Why do we have a reticular activating system? There's a really important reason why you have this. The reason why is if your brain let in everything. Have you ever looked at a Facebook page? Have you noticed how many words are on a standard Facebook page? And the ad over here, and the ad over here, and the ad over here, and the ad, and the news feed right here, and the stuff up here, and all this over here. If your brain took in everything at equal value, your head would literally explode off your shoulders. Your brain would melt down. And so the reticular activating system protects your brain by filtering information and only letting in stuff that it agrees with. So that's the scientific reason and mandate for why you got to get busy reprogramming that thing.
Reprogram your mind, y'all.
How you use visualization.
Use visualization.
In order to start to reprogram the reticular activating system in your brain so that your brain starts to spot opportunity. Your brain starts to spot evidence that things are working out. Your brain starts to spot coincidences so you can build momentum. And it begins with visualization. So as you take your goals, I want you to go to each one and I want you to do a visualization exercise. And here's how you're going to do it based on science, because there's a particular way you have to do this based on science, okay? It's a two-step method. If your goal is to improve your self-worth, I want you to visualize what your life looks like and how you're going to feel about yourself when your self-worth has improved. There's two things that you have to do when it comes to visualization. You have to close your eyes. Truly, I know it sounds stupid, but I want you to close your eyes and I want you to, in your mind, have a specific picture of what it looks like in your life when your self-worth has improved. You're going to see yourself speaking up at work. You're going to see yourself talking more about your business. You're going to see yourself leaving bad relationships. You're going to see yourself defining boundaries. You're going to see yourself going to the gym. you're going to see yourself taking care of yourself. And when you start to visualize the image of that, I want you to consciously, this is step 2, consciously think of the positive emotions that you're going to feel. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel proud. I'm going to stand taller. I'm going to be so grateful that I made this change. Marrying the specific picture. Oh, there I am. I'm at work and I'm raising my hand. Amazing. I'm sharing my idea. There I am. I'm getting a promotion. There I am asking for a raise. There I am. I've just signed up another customer to my business. There I am. I've gone back to school. I feel so good about myself. When you do that, here's what's actually happening in your brain. This is the cool science part. You are training your brain to have a totally different filter. You see, your brain, my brain, it doesn't know the difference between something that actually happened to you,
Doesn't know
like
the
the F
difference.
you got in your test in 10th grade, and the things you imagine that are happening to you. Let me say that again. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the bad things that actually happened to you, the real memories that you have, and an imagined memory that you're creating. Your brain will experience you visualizing going to the gym, you visualizing how happy you feel when you give, you visualizing asking for that raise and getting it, and how proud you're going to feel. Your brain, when you visualize in the way that I'm teaching you to, it encodes it as a real memory. And that's important, because when you encode it as a real memory, it changes the filter system, that reticular activating system. And here's what we know based on research. The more you visualize things, number one, the greater your confidence is going to be, the greater security you're going to have about it. And here's the really cool thing. The more you do this with your goals, you wake up every day and you just visualize. It takes 30 freaking seconds, for crying out loud. You visualize having a great day at school. You visualize curing your panic and how proud you're going to be. What studies suggest and have proven is that simply visualizing yourself doing things actually develops the skill and helps you improve the skills, just as if you were actually doing it. And so there's proof based on research that visualization helps you build skills. And then finally, the other thing that's really important about this is that the more that you do this, what we know based on research is that the reason why you start to believe what you think is because you are reprogramming your brain. You are changing the network of neurons that act as a filter. And so the more that you actually believe in yourself and you start thinking and visualizing yourself speaking up, the more confident you're going to become, the more skills that you're building, and you're actually going to do it. And then instead of looking for all the reasons when you're sitting in a meeting to not speak up, you're going to just speak up because you're going to have changed the filter. You're going to look for opportunities. This is how it works. This is why this is so incredibly important. And so day one, I want you to go through all the goals that you set. And I want you every single day throughout the next 30 days, you are going to spend 30 seconds. Your dreams deserve 30 seconds, don't you think? You're going to close your eyes and you're going to visualize, what does it look like in your life when you have achieved your monetary goals this year? How does it feel to go to the bank and see that balance? How does it feel to be able to write that check and take your kids to Disney World on money that you made? How does it feel to be able to rent your own place or put down a down payment for the house you've always dreamt of? How does it feel to be able to have saved enough money so you can quit the job that you hate and launch the business because you have achieved your goals? It feels darn good. That's how it feels. And I want you to just savor that, because what you're doing when you visualize is you're reprogramming your reticular activating system, that system of neurons, that network that acts like a filter in your brain so that it's spotting opportunity, so that it is helping you see evidence that you are confident, that you are capable, that you can do this, instead of all the garbage you think right now.
Inspiration and motivation 25/8. That's all the time. More than humanly possible.
right,
Elevation
y'all.
on another level. MindRightRadio.com.
So look, right? So that's why I'm telling everybody, be careful with the images that you allow. Greg Murray, what up, man? Be careful with the images that you allow. Be careful with, um, you know, you got to watch some sentences, right? They're only jail bars alike. You can imprison yourself or free yourself based on the images, right? Based on the images that you are putting out there. And so you got to be very, very careful. A lot of people play, what I mean? You play around, right? You play around with, the images that the way you use your imagination, right? You play around with the way you use your imagination. But at the end of the day, you choose, right? You choose what type of life you want to live. And it's you don't have to look nowhere else but life, right? Like everybody, like we're all like there's so many people living in different worlds, you know. There's so many people living in different worlds. Like my sister texted me this morning about a tragedy that happened to a close family member or family friend. And as I was reading the story about this close family friend, I realized how much experiences are different, you know, how much we just live in different worlds. And it's important, right? It's important that we pay attention to what we are creating, right? And so I need you to reset your mind. I want you to reset your mind and only focus on the good, right? The greater good, the good things in life, the good things that are yours by abundance, right? Is yours by birthright. So I need you to reset your mind. Alone.
So, when you think about resetting your mind, we're always committed to moving forward, sometimes prematurely. In order to reset your mind to think abundantly or to live abundantly, you first have to identify where you're currently thinking in scarcity, which we don't like to spend any time there because it's not fun. So, and you can't, to me, one of the number one ways to avoid, to in a sexy way, avoid transformation is to generalize too much. Like, oh, my life. Oh, your life is so big.
Dr.
What
Mallard,
areas of your life are you currently thinking in scarcity? Oh, in my relationships. What part of your relationship? There's 4 different types of relationships. There's romantic, there's family, there's colleague, and there's community. In what areas? My finances. What kind of finances? Your income or your outflow? Your debt management or your wealth building? So the number one you push past a limiting belief system is that you identify where it's limiting. And it's almost like going to the doctor saying, Doc, my left arm really hurts. He's not just going to start working on arm. He's going to say, where? Well, the upper part. Well, where in the upper part? Well, over here between the elbow and the shoulder. Well, where between the, like, doctors will ask you so many detailed questions so that they can go exactly to where the pain point is and relieve the pain. Treat your mindset that way as well. So when you're reaching for a more abundant way of thinking, start by saying, what frame of thinking, what mindset, what part of my mindset, what belief system must I evict to create space? Let me give you another example. Your hand. Your hand can only hold on to so much.
right? So if your hand is already full of limiting thoughts, I'm not good enough, I'll never have wealth, money is difficult to create, I'm always going to be overweight, people can't be trusted. If your hand is already full with limiting beliefs, how can you dare hold on to an abundant way of thinking? So first, let's dismantle this truth. Let's dismantle the truth that money is hard to make. So in the past, I made money hard to make. Money is abundant. There's enough for all of us.
Enough
money
for
is
all
simply
of us,
a tool.
y'all.
Money is just dirty paper. It's a team member. Money is not the end all. Money gives you access to better memories. Okay, great. Let's work on that. And now let's work on I'll always be broke, or whatever the mindset is, right? And the reality is, no, if you want to have more money coming in, or you want to have more money in your bank account, then keep more than you spend. So how can we do that? So you have to be willing to be mildly to moderately to significantly inconvenienced possibly in order to keep more than you spend, possibly. Or you want to grow your top line and get more revenue. You want to create, you might lose a little sleep. You might not be able to go out to many parties. You might not be able to spend as much on your clothes, but you want to bring in more than you spend. So financial struggle is not imminent. Now, I'm not saying it's not difficult at times. I've been there, but it's not imminent. It's not your destiny. So notice how I can go and I can dismantle each belief system, even if you don't believe this new truth yet, which I've given you plenty of exercises around adopting a new mindset. You can't visit a new mindset. You got to go to a new mindset. You got to park, and you got to constantly revisit that mindset called possibility. So when you talk about how do I shift my mindset to abundant thinking, first evict the negative thinking. Now that's not an overnight thing. Like download,
evict the negative thinking.
There's no sprinkle fairy dust in this journey. There's no magic potion. There's no magic wand. This is an ongoing. It's like a muscle. It's like your abs. It's like your triceps and your biceps. I've talked about that before. You got to build that muscle, but you first have to identify what muscle do I want to build. I want to build a belief system around financial abundance in my life. Go that laser. I want to build the belief system around love, a healthy love relationship for me. Okay, then go there. Energy grows where energy goes, right? So what do you need to know and learn? Whenever I want to take on a new belief system, first I spend time identifying my current limiting belief system in that area. It's ugly, it's uncomfortable, I unpack it. Then the second thing you do is identify the results that limiting belief system has brought into your life. Now that really isn't fun. It's funky. It feels like you're sludging through the mud. You start feeling like an idiot. You feel like a nut. You're like, who am I? I'm brilliant in this area. How can I still be thinking this? Because you're normal, you're human, and humans are full of imperfections. Oh, and we're managing our dysfunction. That's just who we are. There's no perfect human, right? So what does it create in your life? What does it cost you? Because I think when you become really clear of the cost, then you become really clear that you don't want to pay that cost again. I think we continue to go in the same circle and end up in the same place, different day, different year, different relationship, different bank account, because we haven't identified what has this behavior, what has this mindset cost me. But when you stop for a moment and go, here's my limiting belief system.
Blame the flame, salute.
Okay, I'm done with that. Now we can go to an abundant mindset. I think people try to run past those first two way too fast and hold on to an abundant mindset, and it doesn't last because they haven't become clear of the toxic limiting mindset and its cost. So they slingshot back to that place that they had started before and end up asking the question, how did I end up here again? Right? We've all said that. I've asked that question a little over 100 times, right? And so I think those are the first two steps. And then the third thing is to surround yourself in a tribe of people that inspire you to stand on your tippy toes.
Surround yourself.
They are being.
Find your tribe,
and
y'all.
In order for you to stay in their proximity, you need to innately grow who you are. In order for you, now they don't use it as a doorway or pathway or a rite of passage, but in order for you to feel comfortable in their presence, you got to tippy toe naturally. They even make you nervous when you're around them. I have that. I have a circle of friends who I go, and I've had that circle of friends for, 15, 16 years. And I keep going around them and I always feel nauseous and they always make me feel like I want to tippy toe. And they've helped to make me a better woman. They didn't design it. They didn't craft it. They didn't tell me what to do. Just being in their presence. And oh, by the way, I paid to be in their presence. I consistently pay to be in their presence. I don't have any formal business with them. Just being their friends make me nervous. And because they play so big in the world, they serve so big in the world, they gift so big in the world, they at a cellular level, they are transformation, like they're the real deal. And so I want to stay in their presence. So I maintain my level of work. And so those are the three things that you do to go from a limiting belief system mindset to a mindset of abundance. That's the beginning. There are a lot of things in between, but those are the big anchors that I recommend.
Reset
You
your
are
mind,
now
y'all.
listening to
Reset your
MindRightRadio.com.
mind,
The
y'all.
only place to get inspiration and motivation all day, every day.
Reset your mind, y'all. You got to reset your mind. You got to put yourself in position. Find your tribe. Honestly, and no disrespect to nobody's tribe. Your tribe should always be Marcia, thank you for the badge love. Your tribe should always be a tribe surrounded by people. I wouldn't say just one person. I would say your tribe should be, you surrounded by people that are going in the same direction that you want to go. I talk about all the time how, this year, 2022, I've invested over 6 figures in mentorship, right? I'm part of two different mentorship programs, and each of them serve a different purpose, right? Each of them put me around people, right? Put me around people who force me to step my game up, right? Not only is the mentor teaching, right? Not only is the mentor teaching and the mentor is helping me get better, but it's also the people in the group. I'm surrounded by people who are living a lifestyle that is similar to what I've asked God for, right? And so not only am I getting access to what it took for them to do it, right? Not only am I getting access to what it took for them to do it, I'm also getting access to the actual the energy of it. Everything has an energy. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Everything has an energy. So if you're next to a millionaire, there's an energy that the millionaire has to be vibrating on, right? There's an energy that the millionaire has to be vibrating on for you to be in that person's presence. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to, like, I don't know no other way, right? You have to be amongst that presence. A lot of people ask me all the time. They're like, I moved to Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta in 2018. And people are like, man, it looked like once you got to Atlanta, things started to pick up for you. Yes and no, right? Because once I got to Atlanta shortly after, I had a major life setback, right? So people don't realize that I had a major life setback in which my mother passed away, right? But it also was being surrounded, right? Once I got to Atlanta, I started to surround myself with other entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs who were doing it at it's like they were doing it at such a big level. They were doing it at such a level that was like just huge, that made me realize, like, yo, you playing this game too small, right? You playing this game too small. If you want to get to that next level, right? You got to play the game at a faster pace. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta play this game at a faster pace. And what I was realizing, right? What I was realizing is, man, in order to play this game at a faster pace, I gotta stop acting like I got all day, right? I gotta stop like I have all. I gotta stop acting like I got all day. I gotta stop acting like I gotta start putting some urgency, right? I gotta start putting some urgency, right? I gotta start putting some urgency in how, you know, I get to that next level. And so while it's cool to have one or two people in your tribe, but you want to surround yourself by those who are living in abundance. You know, and you know, sometimes there might be some envy or whatever, but you got to fight through that. Envy is just your ego, right? Don't just be around. Just don't aim to be the smartest in the room so you can feed your ego and starve your destiny. Oh, that's a bar. That's a bar right there. Don't just try to be the smartest in the room so you can feed your ego and starve your destiny. Yo, anytime you the smartest in the room, if you're the biggest in the room, if you the you are feeding your ego and you are starving your destiny. Cause you gotta push past your comfort zone. Right? You gotta push past your comfort zone. You gotta get to the point where you are, you know, being diligent, right? You are being diligent and you know, putting some energy.
You are not tuned into Mind Right Radio. Level, y'all. Elevate your mind. You elevate your life.
See, all of us who survived is what we would be.
Yep.
We all survived something we wouldn't be here. But some of us survived with everything working for us. It means that when you wait, you don't just sit down like you're sitting at the bus stop, listlessly, aimlessly looking into the wind and the weather, waiting on the bus to come. It means that while you're waiting, you ought to be doing push-ups and jumping jacks and picking up barbells because you're renewing your strength. What are you renewing your strength for? Because you need to be strong enough to bear the weight of the favor that God's going to release on your life. It's amazing how you can be sustained by a thing you can't even describe. You can't even tell people what it's like. But you just know that something is about to happen. Is there anybody who knows
about to happen in your life, y'all?
You just knew something. I don't care what it looks like your season. I don't care whether you're 17 or 77. When God gets ready to bless you, He said it's never too late for you to get what you need. And I'm telling you today that it is dangerous to give up too soon.
It's dangerous to give up too soon.
When you got your blessing outside of them. There are some other folk in this room who survived, didn't have this, didn't have that, didn't have the other, didn't have help, didn't have a husband, sometimes didn't have a job, sometimes didn't have a friend, sometimes you had to push yourself, sometimes you had to encourage yourself. You never had everything working at one time, but you were moving. You were in the dark, but you were still fighting in the dark, working in the dark, bought your house in the dark, raised your kids in the dark. You know God was on your side. You didn't have what they had, but you made it anyway. But whoever you are, I want you to understand this is the time. This is the moment you've been waiting on. You've been waiting all of your life to get to the point that you are right now. You're in the right place at the right time.
You're in the right place at the right time.
In your life. If it had happened 10 years ago, you couldn't have handled it. If it had happened 3 years ago, you wouldn't have been mature enough to handle it. You had to go through everything you went through in the dark to get you tough enough and strong enough and courageous enough and tenacious enough. And now you're ready. Slap somebody, say, I'm ready. This ain't no time to cry. You feel like I can't even have good grief. Everybody gotta pick up the pace. That's why I can't deal with people who cannot pick up the pace. Don't be scrolling when I got a 911 on you. I need people who can pick up the pace. And do not allow the cares of this world to destroy your passion for living. You have to run after it. Success is always difficult. I would rather aim for the stars and not hit them than to not aim at all. I would rather go after it and not get it than not go after it at all. I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. I don't want to live with the idea, wonder what would have happened had I done more with my life. I'm gonna go for it, come hell or I'm going after my destiny. You gotta run after your destiny. You can't stroll after your destiny. You can't walk after your destiny. You gotta run. Somebody holler, run after your destiny. Do not stroll, do not walk, do not meander, do not wander, but roll after your destiny. You gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta run. You can't just wake up in the morning, let me see what's gonna happen today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I just woke up. Oh, you should stay in the bed. Give the day to somebody who's gonna run. Destiny. Give the day to somebody who has a plan, who has a strategy, because success is never an accident. And if you don't want it, get out of my way. Because there are some people who want to do something with their life, who will run. You gotta run after your destiny. You gotta run after it. You gotta run after your destiny. 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 You gotta run after it. You gotta run. It's running time. It's running time. It's not strolling time. It's not walking time. It's not sightseeing time. It's running time. Get ready to run. Give me some space because I'm getting ready to run. Get up out of my face because I'm getting ready to run. Don't have time for what you're talking about because I'm getting ready to run. I'm gonna run. Gotta run. I'm running for my life. Gotta run. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. I'm getting ready to run like I never run before. I'm getting ready to leap like I never leaped before. I'm getting ready to shout like I never shout before. I'm getting ready to dance like I never danced before. I'm getting ready to run. Anybody gonna run with me? Anybody gonna run with me? Anybody gonna run? I'm gonna go for it. Come hell or high water. I'm going after my destiny. You gotta run after your destiny. You can't stroll after your destiny. You can't walk after your destiny. You gotta run. You gotta run, y'all. Run after your destiny. Run after your destiny. Do not stroll, do not walk, do not meander, do not wander, but roll after your destiny. You gotta run. You gotta run, y'all. You gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta run. You can't just wake up in the morning, let me see what's gonna happen today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I just woke up. Oh, you should stay in the bed. Give the day to somebody who's gonna run after their destiny. Give the day to somebody who has a plan, who has a strategy, because success is never an accident. And if you don't want it, get out of my way. Because there are some people who want to do something with their life, who will run. All right, y'all. So listen, last but not least, man, this is what I want y'all to know. I need you to visualize what it feels like to win, though. I need you to visualize what it feels like to win. And when you win, not if, when you win, even as you win right now, because a lot of us are winning right now. All of us are winning right now. If you woke up this morning, you have won. If you woke up this morning, you are a winner, right? So while we are winning, there's other people going through stuff. While we are winning, there's other people going through stuff. These people that's going through these things, right? I don't want you to feel sorry for them. And I don't want you to feel sorry for them because you know that while you were going through your thing has come to bless you. So why would you feel sorry for somebody who is going to be blessed? Right? Think about that. I'm not saying don't have compassion,
But I'm saying that somebody's going through something. I know, as somebody that's been through a lot, I know that on the other side of me just not giving up, me just focused, me just saying, yo, I'm going to push through, I'm going to push through. There is a blessing on the other side of that. There is a blessing on the other side of that. And so I don't want you to give nobody the energy, right? I don't want you to give nobody the energy of feeling sorry, because I need you to give people the energy of blessings. Good, right? Oh wow, that just happened. I know God is about to bless you. Right? I know God is about to bless you. And even when you receive those blessings, y'all, when you receive those blessings, I need you to celebrate those blessings. It is imperative. I'm going to tell y'all, it is imperative for you to celebrate those blessings. Sorry, not sorry. I need you to celebrate those blessings. Because the more you celebrate those blessings, the more you will get more of those blessings. You worked hard for it. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel like you don't deserve it. Do not have survivor's remorse. You have worked hard for your blessings. In a world, abundance is your birthright. But in a world that is surrounding you by doom and gloom, you had to work hard to allow the abundance to flow. It wasn't easy. It was not easy. You worked hard. It's your birthright. It is a promise. But you are surrounded by doom and gloom. You turn on the news, and every single day you will hear something that's going to bring your spirit down. You're going to hear something. You're going to be surrounded by something that has the potential to bring your spirit down. And so through all of that, for you to get to a space of abundance, where you're actually living in abundance, where you actually experience abundance, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I need you to understand.
You are now listening to MindRightRadio.com, the only place to get inspiration and motivation all day, every day.
As Henry David Thoreau said, never look back unless you're planning to go that way. And that's how people get trapped. There's something inevitable about the way that the human mind works. It's going to try to draw you backwards. It's going to try to get you to focus on the bad things that have happened. It wants you to see your mistakes. It wants you to wallow in your mistakes. And I'll give it that maybe it has the best of intentions. Maybe its hope is that I don't repeat those mistakes. Maybe what it wants to ensure is that I do better in the future. But the problem is, your energy goes where your attention is. And if your attention is the past, that's where you're going to live. That's where you're going to spend your time. And you're never going to be able to plan for the future. The future doesn't happen. The future has to be built. It has to be created. And if you're not taking the time to map out that creation, then it's going to happen by accident. And you're never going to get the things that you want. You're never going to become the person that you're capable of becoming. But to become that push, you have to push yourself. You've got to make huge demands of yourself. And to do that, to have the energy to see that through, you've got to know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And as William Faulkner said, don't bother just to be better than your contemporaries or your predecessors. Try to be better than yourself.
And yourself, y'all.
But how can you do that if all you're doing is looking in the past? You've got to have an eye to the future. You've got to know who you are today. You've got to have the self-awareness, the presence, to look at yourself honestly, to accept what it is about yourself that is weak, that is inadequate, but without punishing yourself, without spending that time beating yourself up in the past, living there in the pain of what you got wrong, living there in the pain of all the things that have happened to you that were outside of your control that you didn't want. If you want to build something new, don't spend any of your energy trying to tear down the old.
Whoa. If you want to build something new, do not spend your energy trying to tear down the old. If you want to build something new, do not spend your energy trying to tear down something old. If you got shoes that no longer fit you, just take them off and turn your back to the old shoes. Take them off, right? Take them off. Take them off. If there's a situation that doesn't serve you, get rid of that situation. We so busy trying to fix old things, right? Old situations, things that like come on.
Liquid means rewind. Gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind. Reggae and motivation combined. That's inspiration on another level. Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. You elevate your...
You are now listening to MindRightRadio.com, the only place to get inspiration and motivation all day, every day.
As Henry David Thoreau said, never look back unless you're planning to go that way. And that's how people get trapped. There's something inevitable about the way that the human mind works. It's going to try to draw you backwards. It's going to try to get you to focus on the bad things that have happened. It wants you to see your mistakes. It wants you to wallow in your mistakes. And I'll give it that maybe it has the best of intentions. Maybe its hope is that I don't repeat those mistakes. Maybe what it wants to ensure is that I do better in the future. But the problem is your energy goes where your attention is. And if your attention is the past, that's where you're going to live. That's where you're going to spend your time. And you're never going to be able to plan for the future. The future doesn't happen. The future has to be built. It has to be created. And if you're not taking the time to map out that creation, then it's going to happen by accident. And you're never going to get the things that you want. You're never going to become the person that you're capable of becoming. But to become that push, you have to push yourself. You've got to make huge demands of yourself. And to do that, to have the energy to see that through, you've got to know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And as William Faulkner said, don't bother just to be better than your contemporaries or your predecessors. Try to be better than yourself.
Try to be better than yourself,
but how can you do that if all you're doing is looking in the past? You've got to have an eye to the future. You've got to know who you are today. You've got to have the self-awareness, the presence, to look at yourself honestly, to accept what it is about yourself that is weak, that is inadequate, but without punishing yourself, without spending that time beating yourself up in the past, living there in the pain of what you got wrong, living there in the pain of all the things that have happened to you that were outside of your control that you didn't want. If you want to build something new, don't spend any of your energy trying to tear down the old.
Do not tear down the old,
Instead,
y'all.
spend all of your time trying to build the new.
Build the new.
And that becomes the thing. It becomes the race against yourself. It becomes the race to see if you can make yourself better. You have a vision of who you can become, and you're constantly racing against that person. You're trying to become better than that person. You're trying to outperform your own expectations. And when you can do that, when you can set a bar that is ridiculously high and then become somebody capable of surpassing that, then, and only then, will you become the person you are meant to be. So put all your time and energy into building you. As Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. And that's gratitude, isn't it? It's the very base decision that we all have to make. Are you grateful for the things that you have in your life? Or are you always wanting more? And trust me, I get it. I understand people that strive for more. I understand people that want something bigger and better. But at the same time, if you allow yourself to only think about what you don't have, to only be striving for something more, that obsession will begin to overtake you. It will begin to corrode you. But ultimately, it's a choice. Ultimately, at any time, right now, in this moment, you can stop and think about what you have. You can put your attention on the things that you're grateful for and watch what it does. Watch what it does in that instance, the way that it changes you, the way that it changes your chemistry, your feelings in a moment can shift from negative and dark to beautiful, with nothing else changing around you, nothing but you deciding that you're going to focus on the things you're grateful for. Nothing but deciding that there are things in your life to be grateful for. And that is a decision. No matter what is happening in your life at any moment, right now, in the depths of a depression, in something going on terribly in your life, you can choose right now.
You can choose right now, y'all.
To think about the things you're grateful for. The breeze.
Sandra, thank you for the
A
bad
smile
luck.
from somebody kind. A stranger who holds open a door for you. Anything. But it's a choice. And as Einstein said, there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. And what choice are you making?
Everything is a miracle.
What are you choosing to focus on right now? Do you let gratitude fill you up or not? And here's the critical part, and I want you to listen to this really well. Whatever you decide, whether you decide we live in a world of miracles or whether you decide we live in a world devoid of miracles, you are choosing one thing to the exclusion of the other. And when you focus on something that you're grateful for, when you look at those little moments in your life and choose to see them as grand miracles, even when it is only a gentle hand on your shoulder, even when it's only a kiss from somebody who you've kissed 1,000 times before, even when it is only holding the hand of somebody who needed your hand held, even when it's something that simple, it really is a miracle, that it really is something that can fill you. It really is something that will change your chemistry, bring a connection between two people, allow you to see a grander vista, or even just open a window and look out at the world and realize that you're alive, that this is all a miracle, that none of this is guaranteed, that every breath you take could be your last. And in that, you can choose to cherish what you have. In that, you can decide to focus on that you have a breath to take. And even when it's something that simple, when you train your mind to do that, when you train yourself to decide to see the beauty in that, and nobody can ever take it away from you. No matter where you are, no matter what's going on in your life, you'll be able to rise up and feel the beauty that is being alive. So take a minute at the worst times in your life and focus on the things that you're grateful for.
Focus on the things that you're grateful for, y'all. All right, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. So look, let me tell y'all something real quick, because I seen a lot of back and forths about my beat selection. Just know, be it like a lot of thought gets put into the remixes of these, and so like you can't find this on YouTube. AbundanceCommunity.org. If you part of the abundance community, then rock out. You know what I'm saying? AbundanceCommunity.org. You know what I'm saying? And so the beat was Sorry Not Sorry. So that's what I do though. Let me tell y'all. What I try to do is I find a beat. I ain't gonna tell you my secret, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I bet you most people who listen to Sorry Not Sorry, they probably, you know what I'm saying, have that song in their head, like, oh, sorry, not sorry. And then you listen to the message that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? There's some wizardry that's done with these. Make sure, I don't have the book with me, but make sure y'all, if you haven't joined the Abundance Community, make sure you join the Abundance Community. Go to AbundanceCommunity.org. AbundanceCommunity.org. We have this month, we're reading, what book we're reading? We're reading There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem by Wayne Dyer. We will be reading that book this month. We will be reviewing it every week. For those, I'm changing the time because nobody's showing up to our so somebody just asked, how do I get in contact with you? So you can hit the link in my bio. Oh no, link. I mean, if you if you hit me on a DM, there's different options depending on what you're looking for. If anybody is like, I get questions all the time about mentorship. They got a question or whatever. If you're part of the abundance community, I do weekly Ask Ash Cash office hours. I'm moving the time though, because I was doing it every Monday at 1 p.m., but nobody was showing up. So I'm changing the time. We're gonna do it on the evening. So I'm gonna just start doing stuff on evening. I just gotta remember that evening might work better for everybody. So abundancecommunity.org. We got weekly Ask Ash Cash sessions. If you want, I have weekly abundance class. Like there's a lot that you get from being part of the abundance community. So make sure y'all tap in, check it out. But I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Derek Harper Sr., what up, my G? Salute to the legend. It's the day, not the time. Oh, so what's the Monday isn't a good day? All right, so I need to change the day then? All right. Office hours changing time soon. Yeah, I thought, I mean, all right, I'll look into it. So everybody who's part of the abundance community, just go into the app and just tell me what day works better for y'all. So I ain't gonna make the I won't make the assumption. If you're part of the abundance community, just go in and I posted in there that I was changing the time. And so please just go in there and give me your suggestions. What day are we doing Ask Ash Cash, and what day are we doing abundance class? All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in the Ash Cash show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much for everybody for the badge love. Mac Don, thank you for the badge love. Foxy B 1908, thank you for the badge love. Ramaya Trash, thank you for the badge love. Eddie Scott the first, thank you for the badge love. Marcia Marie, thank you for the badge love. TJ Wynn, TJ T Wynn, thank you for the badge love. Daddy's Life, thank you for the badge love. Brittany the Visionary, thank you for the badge love. A Habit of Excellence, thank you for the badge love. Darrell Desir, thank you for the badge love. Monique So Pretty, thank you for the badge love. Born Savage, Swag, thank you for the badge love. Silhouette, Face and Body, thank you for the badge love. And Diamond 1018, I appreciate the badge love. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace, blessings, love to everybody. I'll see y'all on Monday. So Monday, I don't know, maybe, because Monday and Tuesday, so I know Monday's Labor Day. We'll see. Hopefully, I'll do my best. Let's just say that I'll do my best to see y'all on Monday at some point. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all on Monday because I'll be on a flight, so I'll do my best. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'll see y'all next week for sure, in God's will. All right, peace.
I ain't talking about rich. I'm talking about wealth.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You are now tuned in to the Ash Cash Show, your #1 source for financial motivation. Get your mind and your money right.